And we are back for games 4 and 5 of the 2029 NLCS down here in South Beach in Miami. We just took 2 out of the first 3, totally dismantled them in the first game here in Miami. And we're hoping for a couple of wins in the episode so we don't have to go back home. Miami needs to get this win right here, even up the series. You can see the scores there. 5-4 the first game, 3-2 second game, and then a big 8-0 blowout. And our pitching has been doing a stellar job for the most part. Our hitting really needs to keep going on the mound. Their best pitcher, Max Meyer, 13-5 in a regular season, and Roki Sasaki on the mound for us. You know I pitch better with him than the Sim does. It's the Washington Nationals trying to wrap up this NLCS without having to go back home. It's the Miami Marlins looking to get 2 wins on their own home field, send this back to Washington. It's the NLCS on MLB The Show 26. And like I said, Max Meyer on the mound for the Marlins. See what he did in his 1 start in the first round. Regular season, he was 14-5, my bad, with a 3.14 ERA. The first man he's going to face, leadoff man Tom McVeigh. And first pitch clips the edge for a strike. McVeigh was hitting 190 coming in to this series. He's turned it around. He's doing a great job now. Need him to continue to keep getting on base. And here's a tapper right back to the mound. Myers got it, throws to first, and there's 1 up, 1 down here in the top half. Take a look at our lineup. Got Dunbar in at DH, Tanya in at second base. Everything else is exactly the same. And stepping in now, number 2 hitter Byron Buxton. He's had an outstanding postseason with those 5 home runs. Heading to count 3-1 for a hit or a walk. There's a fly ball to deep center field. Racing back is Robles. The edge of the track, on the track, and he's got it for the second out. Buxton just missed that one. Just got under it, and that'll bring in James Wood, who's also been hot in the postseason. 1-1 count on him. Here's a pitch from Meyer. There's a high fly ball in the left center field. And racing over is Robles, and he's going to get it. Thought it was going to be the left fielder, but stopped and changed at the last second. So we get down 1-2-3. Now we head to the bottom of the first inning. And on the mound for us, Roki Sasaki. See his numbers in the postseason so far. Didn't get him through 5 last time because we had to strike out so many guys to get out of jams. Hopefully he can do a better job today. You know how well I pitch with him. It's kind of difficult, though, because he has no changeup. He only has 3 pitch mix. First man up, left fielder Kyle Stowers. And the first pitch to him is strike right there in the outside corner at the knees. Got to keep their bats in check today. 1-2 count. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. And that's how we'd love to start this game, with a big strikeout of a dangerous hitter. And here's their lineup. It's the exact same lineup they've used all series against right-handed pitching. Have power throughout the order, but they kind of have a dead spot there with Lopez, Robles, and Edwards in the middle. Stepping in is Isaac Paredes with that big 2-run homer in Game 2, which led to the win. 1-2 pitch to him, and there's a tapper to third base. Okamoto's got it. Throw to first. And there we go. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Stepping in now, Kerry Carpenter. Very dangerous hitter. See the kind of postseason he's had. 1-1 count on him. Here's Roki's pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Willits has it. Easy throw to first, and there we go. Both teams go down 1-2-3. Head to the second inning here in Game 4. And leading off for us, Kazuma Okamoto. Been one of our most consistent hitters the entire postseason. And a breath of fresh air in this lineup. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and here's a line drive. Base hit up the middle, so his hot postseason continues, getting on base again. Robles has a little trouble there. Okamoto starts the inning off with a hit, and that'll bring in Jeremy Dunbar. Put him in the lineup for Vinny Pasquantino. Hoping he can provide some offense here. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch, and high for ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk that automatically provides more offense than Vinny's been doing the entire series. That'll bring in Langford. Langford came in for Dunbar in Game 5 against the Mets, and he's been in the lineup ever since. One of our hottest hitters at the moment. 0-2 count. 2 on, nobody out. And, oh, strike three. Catches the upper corner there on the inside. He gets caught looking for the first out here in the inning. See this replay. Meyer, pinpoint control, just nails that spot. Thought it was a ball. Obviously it wasn't. That'll bring in Eli Willits, one of our hottest hitters as well. Our whole offense is heating up right now, so it's going to sound like a broken record. 0-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Meyer. And check swing, and they said he went around. Strike three, so Meyer gets a couple of strikeouts after the first two batters reach. Now it'll come down to Harry Ford, see if he can get a two-out hit here. Loving his postseason compared to last year. He's behind 0-2. There's a pitch from Meyer, and swing and a miss, and Max Meyer allows a single and a walk and then strikes out the next three batters in a row. Hoping that pumps him and the Marlins players and the fans up. We go to bottom of the second inning. This very important game 4 for the Marlins. There's no score. And leading off, bottom half is going to be Otto Lopez. See the kind of postseason he's had, not very good, especially for a cleanup hitter. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball to second base. Tanya's got it. Throw to first, and there's one down. I'm surprised they haven't made any changes to the middle of their order, and that'll bring in Victor Robles. Not sure if he's had a hit in this series at all. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. And there's a ground ball to short. Backhand by Willits. Throw to first. And there you go. 2 up, 2 down again. It's 5 straight for Roki. That'll bring in Xavier Edwards. Got to worry about this guy bunting. Nobody on and 2 out here in the bottom of the second. He's down 1-2. Here's the pitch from Roki. And here's a line shot to right field. Wood racing back. And he'll take that. So there we go. Good start by Roki. 6 up, 6 down as we head to the third inning. We're going to skip to the fourth inning. Nobody did anything in the third for either team. So Okamoto is going to be back up leading off the fourth for the Nationals. 0-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball. Diving, knocked down by Edwards. Throw to first, and he's safe. So an infield hit for Okamoto. That'll bring in Jeremy Dunbar. Walked his first time. See if he can do a little bit more than that this time. He's behind 1-2. Meyer's pitch. Ooh, strike three. Paints it on the inside corner on the opposite side of the plate this time. Strikes him out. His 5th K of the game. That'll bring in Langford now with 1 on and 1 out. He got painted on last time up. 0-1 count. Here's a pitch from Meyer. There's a high fly ball in the right field, and that one's not coming back. Wyatt Langford. Apo Taco 2-run homer, his 2nd of the postseason. And the Nationals have the first lead of the game, 2-0 on Langford's 2-run shot. And Meyer's been cruising along here, getting lots of strikeouts, but left that somewhere that Langford can get to. Outside high, fastball, drives it, keeps it fair. And our power bats flex again as we get the early lead here in Game 4. That'll bring in Eli Willits now with nobody on and 1 out. First pitch to him is a high fly ball into left field towards the line. And Stowers has that for the 2nd out. First pitch swinging there. Probably should have taken a pitch or two. That'll bring in Harry Ford. He struck out his first time. 2-2 count on him. Here's a pitch from Meyer. There's a high fly ball into right field towards the corner, racing over Carpenter near the line, and he's got that for the 3rd out. But the Nationals break through. 2-run shot by Wyatt Langford gives them an early lead here in Game 4, the NLCS. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, leadoff man for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. See, he struck out to start the game. Got a 2-2 count on him. Roki's pitch. His check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did, says the third base umpire. I'm not sure he did, but we'll take the strikeout to start the inning. That'll bring in third baseman Isaac Paredes. He's got a 2-2 count. Pitch from Roki is strike 3 on the outside corner at the knees. He don't like that call, so 2 strikeouts in a row. Roki's up to 3 now. You can see what I said before. He only has 3 pitches. Got to use them wisely, and that'll bring in Carpenter. Nobody on and 2 out. 0-1 count. Pitch from Roki is a little flare over short, and it's going to drop in front of Buxton in center field. So now they have a man on with 2 out. That'll bring the tying run to the plate in Otto Lopez. See his 1 for 12 NLCS. Very forgettable series for him. 1-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out on the slider. So Roki gives up the single, strikes out the side. Beyond that, and we're up 2-0 now as we head to the 5th. And we would do nothing in the top of the 5th, so we're going to hop to the bottom half. Victor Robles leading things off for the Marlins. First pitch is a ground ball, base hit between first and second. So the Marlins get their leadoff man on base for the first time today, I believe. He's a threat to steal. Edwards steps in. First pitch to him is a fly ball in the center field. Buxton will handle that. That'll be the first out as Robles goes back. Gonna bring in Moises Ballesteros. I don't think he's had a hit since game 1. Hopefully we can keep that trend going. Double play would be great. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Runner goes, ball, and no throw as Ford drops the ball. So Robles is gonna have a stolen base. So now they have a man on second, 1 out. That takes care of the double play. Ballesteros, 2-2 count, and the pitch. And there's a pop-up, third base side foul over by the stands. Okamoto has got it, just enough room. That's a big second out there with the runner in scoring position. That'll bring in Andrew Vaughn. Flew out his first time. Hasn't had a very productive series against the Nationals. There's the 0-1 pitch from Roki. And ground ball third base. Okamoto knocks it down. And it's going to be an infield hit. He's going to beat that out. So now the Marlins are going to have men at the corners and 2 out. Kind of overran the ball. And Agustin Ramirez steps in. He had 3 hits in game 1, including a home run. 2-2 count on him. Here's a pitch from Roki. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikes him out on that low four-seamer. Gets out of this jam. There we go. Big strikeout there. Number 5 on the game. We keep a 2-0 lead as we head to the 6th inning. And new pitcher for the Marlins here in the 6th, Jacob Miller coming in. See what he's done in the postseason. High batting averages for both sides. And Okamoto's going to lead things off. He's 2 for 2 on the day. See if he can get his 3rd hit. 0-1 count. And the pitch from Miller. A fly ball in the center field. Racing back is Robles. And he's got it just at the edge of the track. He was just kind of cruising over there. That'll be the first out here in the 6th inning. That'll bring in Jeremy Dunbar. First pitch to him. There's a high fly ball to left center field, and there it goes! Home run, Jeremy Dunbar, the rookie, goes Apo Taco, his 2nd home run of the postseason, 414 feet. And there you go. That's why we put him in. Vinny wasn't producing. Dunbar already tonight, a walk and a home run. And that'll definitely get him another game in the series. See this replay from the ump cam as I move the camera correctly this time. There we go. Nobody even moved. They just stood and watched it. That'll bring in Langford, who homered his last time up to give us the lead. With nobody on, a 1 out. Now we have a 3-0 lead. And the pitch from Miller is a smash and grab by Paredes at third base. Takes away an extra base hit with that line drive catch. And that'll be the 2nd out, and that'll bring in Eli Willits, who's hitless with a strikeout and a flyout tonight. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Miller. And check swing. They said he went around. Catcher dropped the ball, throw down to first, and that's the 3rd out. But the Nationals used the power bat of Jeremy Dunbar, expand their lead out to 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Game 4. And we're going to hop to the top of the 7th. Marlins would go down 1-2-3 in the bottom half, so Harry Ford's going to step in now, try and start this inning off. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here's Miller's pitch. And there's a shot over first into right field. That's going to get down. Carpenter cuts it off. He's going to hold him to a single. Harry Ford's fine postseason continues. Get their leadoff man on for Jose Tena. Tena's walked and gotten a single today behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Here's a high fly ball in the left center field. Stowers racing over. He's going to have that for the first out. Ford goes back to first. I'll bring in McVay, 0 for 3 on the day. So he's up to 5 for 17 in the series, though. 0-1 count. And the pitch. Here's a line drive base hit to left field. So we're going to have 2 men on now with 1 out. McVay continues his hot NLCS. There you go. That'll bring in Buxton. He's 0 for 3 in the night, but he's very dangerous. He's hitting .333 in the NLCS with a couple of homers. 0-1 pitch from Miller is on the way. There's a line drive to left field, and Stowers snags that knee high. I thought that was going to sink and drop, but he grabs it for the second out as the runners have to stay. And that'll bring in James Wood, who's hitless tonight. Strikeout, 2 flyouts. Having a great postseason, though. 1-2 count. It's from Miller. And there's a shot in the left center field. That's going to get down. 1 run's in. McVay on his way to third. And that's a 2-out RBI single by James Wood. We expand this lead out to 4-0 here in the top of the 7th inning. Way to go, Woody. That's going to be it for Miller. Cora, the manager, is going to come to the mound and replace him. Thought he was going to get out of the inning. 2 men on, 2 out. Gives it the run. Tyler Phillips coming in out of the pen to try and end this inning. Look at those numbers. Those are terrible. Okamoto, 2 for 3 tonight. 6 for 15 in the series. Stepping in. It's going to be a tough out to get here for Phillips. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a base hit to right field, and another run scores. It's now 5-0 as Okamoto's hot postseason continues. Man is simply phenomenal. Fun to hit with. That'll bring in Dunbar, the rookie, with that solo shot as last time. 2 on and 2 out here in the 7th. Really put this game out of reach. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. He's swing and a miss, and he swings over that 12-6 curveball to end the inning. The Nationals add a couple of more runs, expand this lead out to 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And new pitcher for the Nationals in this inning is going to be Phil Maton. See what he's done in the postseason. Just want to keep this right where it's at score-wise. Don't have any drama late in this game. Leading off will be Otto Lopez. Hitless on the night. Showed earlier only has 1 hit in the series. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Maton, and a high fly ball to left field. Langford racing back to the wall, and it is gone. So the Marlins get on the board. Solo shot by Otto Lopez, his first home run of the postseason. See the replay. That was a hung curveball right over the middle of the plate. You miss your location that badly. It's usually what happens. The Marlins get off the deck, get a run, get back to a 4-run game so they can tie it with a grand slam, and that'll bring in Robles. Got his first hit of the series last time up. Stolen base as well. 0-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Maton, and swing and a miss, and he strikes out on the cutter. That's the first out here in the 7th inning. Better location there. And that'll bring in Xavier Edwards. See, he only has 2 hits in the series. That's what I was talking about. Lopez, Robles, and Edwards here in the middle of the lineup is killing him. And then the 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be a line drive caught by Tania at second base. Takes away a single. Now they have nobody on and 2 out. And that'll bring in Ballesteros. Like I said before, he hasn't had a hit since game 1. Nobody on, 2 out. And the pitch. Fly ball in the left center field. Buxton on the run. And he'll get that for the 3rd out. But the Marlins do get on the board finally. Solo shot by Otto Lopez. Makes it a 5-1 game now as we head to the 8th inning. And new pitcher for the Marlins here in the 8th, Calvin Fauché. See his numbers there. Righties are just crushing him. .533 batting average. That is horrible. See what he can do out of the pen for the Marlins. They need to keep this game close. First man he's going to face, Wyatt Langford, 1 for 3 with that 2-run shot that got the scoring started in this game. Fauché's 0-1 pitch on the way. There's a shot to left center field. He did it again. Home run. Wyatt Langford is 2nd of the game, 3rd of this postseason. 112.6 miles an hour, 416 feet. And we got the run back that we gave up in the last inning. Get this back to a 5-run lead. He smoked that ball. See this replay. And that was belt high, middle, and launched. That was a screaming. Wasn't very high. Didn't need to. It got out of here in a hurry. And that'll bring in Eli Willits now, hitless on the day with 2 strikeouts. I'd like to see him get a hit here, just to not have an offer. 1-2 count. Pitch from Fauché. There's a line drive. Base hit to center field. There we go. Don't want to see this guy take an offer. He's getting hot in the postseason. Keep it going. There you go, Eli. 1 on. Nobody out. Harry Ford in now. First pitch to him. There's a high fly ball into left field towards the corner, racing over Stowers. He's going to have that. The runner's going to have to go back. So we'll have 1 on and 1 out. That'll bring in Jose Tena. First pitch to him. And it's a jam shot, a little flare down the left field line. Racing over is Stowers into foul territory. He's got it. Long run there. Good catch. That'll be the second out here in the 8th inning. That'll bring in Tom McVeigh. See what he's done in the NLCS. 1 for 4 tonight. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive to right field. Racing back is Carpenter, and it is gone! 2-run shot by Tom McVeigh. I wasn't sure if that was going to get out of here, get off the wall, get caught at the wall. It just kept carrying. McVeigh gets his second postseason home run. Expands this lead out again. Now it's 8-1 as our bats have just absolutely awakened here in Miami. That was another low screaming line drive. Reaches the stands, and that's going to be it. New pitcher coming in. O'Shea just did not have it. 2 homers and a single in the inning. Now they're going to bring in the lefty, Robbie Snelling. He's had a much better postseason than some of the other guys they've been trotting out here. The first man he's going to face is Byron Buxton, who's hitless on the night. 1-0 count. Pitch from the left-hander is on the way. Here's a ground ball to short, grabbed by Paredes, throw to first, and they finally get out of the inning. The Washington Nationals explode for 3 more runs in the inning. Wyatt Langford, solo shot. Tom McVeigh, 2-run shot. We're up by 7 as we go to the bottom half. New pitcher for us is going to be Justin Sterner. We're going to trot a new pitcher out every inning here and try and finish this off. See what Sterner's done. He's given up, I think, 3 home runs in his 2 innings pitched. Not had the best postseason at all. Andrew Vaughn's going to step in. There's his NLCS numbers. 3-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss, and he strikes out on that 4-seamer on the inner corner. That'll be the first out here in the 8th inning. Outs are starting to run out on the Marlins. That'll bring in Agustin Ramirez, 0 for 2 with a strikeout as well. 1-1 count on him. Here's the pitch from Sterner. There's a ground ball snagged by McVeigh at first. Race to the bag, and 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. I'll take it to the top of the order now. Kyle Stowers, 0 for 3 on the night. 2 strikeouts, not had the best game. 0-2 count. Looking to put him away. Here's the pitch. There's a high fly ball to right field, and that one's not coming back. Missed location again. Another solo shot given up by our bullpen. Now it's 8-2. They're not going to hit enough solo homers to get back in this game. But yeah, that was belt high. Tried to get that pitch up and got it down over the middle, and what usually happens, worked it. Now that'll bring him to within 6. They still got a lot of work to do, and they only have 4 outs to do it. That'll bring in Paredes. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout tonight. 0-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And strike 3. Gets him looking on the cutter, so we get out of the inning. Only give up 1 run. Solo shot by Kyle Stowers. We still have a commanding 8-2 lead as we head to the 9th inning here in Game 4. And we're going to skip to the bottom of the 9th inning. We went down 1-2-3 in the top half, and Brad Lord's going to come out of the pen to get some work. Don't want to waste any of the other more important bullpen arms in the game when we're up this far. I want to make sure Lord is doing well in a postseason. 2-2 count to Carpenter. And there's another home run to right field. Another mislocation with 2 strikes and another. This is a long home run. Looks like it bounced off the second deck and beyond. Now it's going to be 8-3. We've handled Carpenter, kept him in the ballpark all series. He's gotten his hits, but not home runs, and he hammers that pitch. And that'll bring in Lopez now with nobody on and nobody out. 1-0 pitch, and here's a shot down the right field line. That's going to get down and go all the way to the corner. Marlins going to have man in scoring position here now. Nobody out in the 9th. Cut it to a 5-run deficit. They still need a lot more runners. That'll bring in Robles, 1 for 3. See a single and a stolen base. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up behind the plate. Ford racing over. He's going to have room. That'll be our first out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Good to keep that runner at second base. And that'll bring in Xavier Edwards. See, he only has 2 hits in the series. Hitless tonight. 1-2 count. Here's a pitch from Lord. There's a pop-up on the infield. Okamoto's going to have that. So 2 big pop-outs after the home run and the double. That's going to bring in Ballesteros. Again, hitless on the night. He does have power, so he could get this down to a 3-run game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's a line drive over short, and that's going to drop. Here comes the throw from Langford, and he is safe at the plate. So now it's 8-4. 2-out clutch RBI by Ballesteros, and that'll bring in Andrew Vaughn. 1 for 3 with a single. This is not how we envisioned this 9th inning going. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball to short. Backhand by Willits, throws the second for the force, and we get the final out. Hang on. Win this game. A little excitement in the 9th, but we get the 8-4 win. Hiroki Sasaki with an absolute gem of a game. Now we're up 3-1 here in the NLCS. Just one more win. Go back to the World Series. I'm sure the boys will want to take care of this in Game 5 and not go back home. They are extremely pumped. Look at that. Here's the line score. Sasaki, no runs, 6 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 3 hits, no walks. Langford, a couple of home runs. Meyer pitched well while he was in there. And gave up some home runs late, but it didn't matter as we get the big 8-4 win here in Game 4. Take a look at this box score. 2 hits for McVeigh, 4 hits for Okamoto, 2 hits for Langford. He had 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, hit 3 home runs. Sasaki again, 3 hits, no walks, 6 Ks, no runs. Bullpen, every one of those guys gave up a home run, so we got to get that straightened out. Hop on over to the Marlins side. 2 hits for Carpenter, 2 hits for Lopez, no walks, 3 home runs. Meyer pitched great, but Miller and Fauché were terrible, and we get the big win. And now we are on to Game 5 of the NLCS. Our Washington Nationals 1 win away from a trip back to the World Series. Miami Marlins backs are against the wall. They have to win the next 3 games in this series. Going to be a tough task the way our bats are going. See the explosion of runs here in Miami, 8-0, 8-4. Hopefully that will continue tonight. And on the mound for them, Game 1 starter Thomas White only lasted 3 innings. On the mound for us, Game 1 starter Cade Horton pitched a really good game. Hopefully he'll have another one of those tonight. It's the Washington Nationals, looking to repeat as National League champions. It's the Miami Marlins, clinging to their last hope and don't want to get swept at home. It's NLCS Game 5 on MLB The Show 26. Like I said, on the mound, Thomas White, not bad numbers in this postseason, but like I said, he only threw 3 innings back in Game 1. Their bullpen is overtaxed at the moment. They need him to pitch more like 6 or 7 innings. First man up, Tom McVeigh, 2 hits including a home run last game. First pitch of the game is outside for a ball. I'm telling you right now, White doesn't have the greatest stamina, so we're going to be taking a lot of pitches in this game. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch from White. There's a ground ball to short. Lopez has it. Throw to first, and there's 1 down here in the top of the first. Take a look at our lineup. Everything stays the same except Caballero comes in for Tania with the left-hander on the mound. Jeremy Dunbar, what a great game for him. Good job, rookie. Up now, Byron Buxton. Nobody on and 1 out. 1-1 count. And the pitch is a high fly ball to center field. Robles racing back to the track in front of the wall. Up against the wall, and he's got it for the 2nd out. He just missed a home run there. Buxton thought it was out. Tips his cap. That'll bring in James Wood. Big 2-out RBI single to extend the lead in Game 4. Going to need a hit here to extend this inning. 3-2 count. Maybe we can get a walk. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss way out in front of that sweeper, and he strikes out. So Thomas White gets us out. 1-2-3, just what the Marlins needed. Head to the bottom of the first here in Game 5 of the NLCS. And on the mound, as we already know, Cade Horton, great postseason for him. Just like McClanahan, no walks in the postseason. Very important to keep those guys off base, make them earn it on with base hits, and hopefully he can stay hot right now as we try to finish off the Marlins. First man up, Kyle Stowers, had a late home run in Game 4, and first pitch is inside for a ball. Got to keep their bats in the park today. Reset, 1-0 count, and the pitch to Stowers. Is a ground ball to first, grabbed by McVay, race to the bag. And there's one down. His glove is so good at first base, but he is our future center fielder. Here's the lineup for the Marlins, exact same lineup they used last game. Like I said, they have black holes at 4, 5, and 6. Now I'll bring in Isaac Paredes. His postseason numbers really hasn't done much other than that home run in Game 2 in this series. 3-1 count in the pitch. There's a high fly ball in the center field. Buxton racing back. Edge of the track, and he's got that. There we go. Second out here in the bottom of the first. And I'll bring in Carpenter. He's had a really good postseason. Got a late home run again in Game 4. 1-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Horton. And ground ball to short, backhanded by Willits. Throw to first, and a short hop, and Wise McVay, 10 feet off the bag. Stay at the bag and take that long one-hop bounce, and he's out. I'm at a loss. Now, Otto Lopez is going to step in with 1 on and 2 out. I do not know why our first baseman was in the infield grass, not at the bag. 3-2 count. Here's a pitch. Fly ball to right center field. Wood's going to race over, and he'll take that for the third out. I'm still confused. Just stay at the bag and take a one-hop bounce. Either way, there's no score as we head to the second inning. And leading off for the Nationals, Kazuma Okamoto. Got to refrain from saying Okamoto. It's Oak. Okamoto, one of the hottest hitters in all of the postseason. 3-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive to center field, and Robles is going to have that for the first out. Hit that hard, but right at him. That'll bring in Dunbar now. Got a walk and a home run. Game 4. See if he can keep that going here. He works the count full as well. Here's the pitch from White. And there's a 2-hopper to short. Grabbed by Lopez. Throw to first. And there's 2 down here in the second inning. Now I'll bring in Wyatt Langford. 2 home runs in Game 4. He's red hot as well. 1-2 count. Pitch from White. There's a smash inside the first base bag down the right field line. And Carpenter cuts it off. He's going to keep him to a single. He got there so fast. Even though Langford has speed, that was a great play by Carpenter to hold him to a single. Now I'll bring in Willits now. Had a late hit in Game 4. See what he's done on the postseason. 1-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. And there's a fly ball into medium center to right center. Robles will have that. So White pitches around the late 2-out single. No run scored. At the bottom of the second. They're in Game 5. And leading off for the Marlins, going to be center fielder Victor Robles. Hasn't been able to use his speed because he hasn't been able to get on base. 1-2 count on him. Here's a pitch from Horton. And swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the inside. 4-seamer. Tied him up. And that's the first out. First K for Horton. See this replay. Just blows it by him on the inner half. Can't get his hands around. Now to bring in Xavier Edwards, who's been pretty much controlled in this series as well. Keep those speedy guys off so they can't steal away in the scoring position. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Horton. And there's a bunt. And it's to the pitcher. Horton's got it. Throw to first. And he just gets him. So Edwards bunted that a little bit too hard. And Horton got off the mound quickly. Guns him down. And that'll bring in Ballesteros now with nobody on and 2 out. Scoreless game. Here's the pitch from Horton. And there's a line drive in the left center field. Langford racing over, and he's going to take that for the third out. That's why you get speed in the outfield to cut those balls off so they don't land. We are scoreless as we head to the third. And leading off, top of the third inning for the Nationals, be catcher Harry Ford. Seems like he's getting at least 1 hit a game, sometimes 2. Keep that average around 260, 250. 3-2 pitch is on the way, and here's a high fly ball into right field. Carpenter racing over on the track to the wall, and it's gone! Harry Ford goes oppo taco. The ball just kept carrying, and Carpenter ran out of room, and the Nationals break on top first here in Game 5. As said, Harry having a much better postseason this year than last, giving us much-needed offense at the bottom of the order. Pitches on the outer half, just swings late, drives it to right field, keeps it fair. And there we go. 1-0 lead. That'll bring in Caballero. Will act as a new leadoff man here. Hopefully he can get on base and use his legs. 3-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. There's a smash past third base into left field, so he is going to get on base. We'll get to see him use his legs and try and steal into second base. Another 3-2 count. That's like the third or fourth one already. You know he's going to go on the first pitch as McVay steps in. Here's the pitch. High. Throw down, and he's in safe with a stolen base. Now we have a man in scoring position. Nobody out here in the third inning. McVay, see, 11 runs the last 10 games. Been flexing some power lately, too. 1-1 count. And the pitch. There's a smash into left field. That's going to get down. Caballero's going to round third and score. And a wild throw coming back in. But McVay's going to just stay at first base. And there we go. 2 runs in the inning. There's still nobody out. And Buxton's going to step in. McVay's going to go on the first pitch. Strike. Throw down. And he's in safely. Another stolen base for the Nationals. All that power. We got speed. Get those guys in scoring position. See the replay. Really good jump. You know McVay led the league with 50 steals this year. Not a head-first slide. Don't see that very often anymore. Now Buxton with an RBI chance and a 3-2 count. Pitch number 60 from White. Ground ball to third. Oh, and it takes a bad hop through Paredes. And McVay's going to have to stop at third base because he was waiting for him to be caught. So now we have men at the corners and nobody out. Buxton gets the gift hit on the bad hop, and that'll bring in James Wood. He only has 3 hits in the NLCS, but he's had a good postseason. Good RBI chance here for Wood. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a ground ball second base. Edwards dives, and it's by him for a base hit. Buxton's going to stop at second base, but we get another run as we're up 3-0 now. Another clutch RBI by James Wood. And that's going to be it for Thomas White. Doesn't even get out of the third inning. Doesn't get an out in the third inning. We're going to go back to Jacob Miller. It's not going to be much better. Look at those numbers. Marlins bullpen getting used heavily in the series, and now Okamoto's going to come up with 2 on and nobody out. 3-0 Nationals here in the top of the third. Now Okamoto behind 1 and 2. Miller with a long look. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to short. Grabbed by Lopez. Second for 1. Relay to first. And 6-4-3 double play bails them out of the jam. Now we're going to have a man on third with 2 out. You don't see us hitting the double plays very often. That'll bring in Dunbar. Big home run last game. Heading to count 3-1. Take a walk here. Here's the pitch. And there you go. Ball 4. So Dunbar's second walk in as many days. Now we have men at the corners again with 2 outs. Wyatt Langford stepping in. Singled his first time. Being 409 with a 1435 OPS in the postseason. And he didn't start playing until Game 5 against the Mets. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a high fly ball into short, medium, right center. Caught by Carpenter. And the Nationals put up a big 3 spot here in the top of the third. Marlins are behind the 8 ball now as we go to the bottom half. And we're going to skip ahead to the bottom of the 4th inning. Nothing happened in the top of the 4th. Went down 1-2-3, and Isaac Paredes will lead things off for the Marlins. Still trailing 3-0. 0-1 pitch to him is a high fly ball into center field. Buxton racing back on the track, edge of the track. He's got that for the first out here in the 4th inning. They have not been able to do anything against Horton tonight. That'll bring in Carpenter. Singled his first time. Was stranded. 1-1 count on him. There's a pitch from Cade. And it's going to be a line drive base hit into right field, so they will get a man on base. 1 out here in the 4th inning. Carpenter has just been their main point of offense in the series. That'll bring in Lopez. He flied out his first time. 1-2 count on him. Here's a pitch from Cade. And here's a long fly ball left center field, and that one is gone. I don't know how he hit that pitch. That was a low outside fastball. Lopez went down and got it. Not only got it, hit it 417 feet on the pull side. And now they're back in the game as it's 3-2 Nationals. I want to see this replay. I did not miss location on this one. Here's the pitch, and it is low. He went down and got it, so credit to Lopez. Thought we were going to get a strikeout on the play, but he knocked it out of the park. Sometimes you have to tip your cap to these guys when they make a good play like that, but thought he had good location. And that'll bring in Robles. 1 hit in the series. Struck out his first time. And try and get on base and use his legs. 1-2 count. See if I can locate this pitch. Here it comes. And there we go. Strike 3 on the sweeper. Located it perfectly that time. Second time he struck out in the game. Third for Horton. Nobody on and 2 out for Edwards. First pitch to him. A high fly ball into right center field. Wood racing over. He's going to have that. And we get out of the inning. But the Marlins use a home run by Otto Lopez. Cut this lead down to 1 as they get back in the game. And a game they absolutely have to win. It's 3-2 Nats as we head to the 5th inning. And new pitcher for them, Tyler Phillips. 400 batting average against both lefties and righties. That's good for us. Hopefully we can get more runs off of him. They just don't have the arms in the pen. First man up, Tom McVay, 1 for 2. RBI single, stolen base. Up to 6 hits in the series with 2 homers. 6 RBI, I think that said. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a high fly ball into left field. Now racing in is going to be Stowers. He'll have that, and that's how we start the inning. 1 up, 1 down. I'll bring in Buxton. He's 1 for 2. He's got 6 hits in the series as well. 0-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Phillips. There's a ground ball. Base hit to right field. Their infield was swung way around in a shift because they think Buxton's going to pull everything, and he beats the shift with a base hit to right field, and now you know what's going to happen. First pitch, James Wood at the plate. There he goes. Here's the pitch. Inside, throw down, and he's safe. Not only did he pick a good pitch, it was an off-speed pitch. So now we have man scoring position with 1 out for Wood. He's had some big RBI singles. Haven't had to hit bombs with him. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch from Phillips. There's a line drive base hit up the middle. Buxton around third, and he's going to score. Another RBI single for James Wood, and now we get back to a 4-2 lead. Get one of those runs back, and that'll bring in Okamoto now. Hitless on the night. Don't see that too often, especially this postseason. 0-1 count. Flips with the long look. Here's the pitch, and there's a jam shot pop-up on the infield. Edwards is going to have that. That'll be the second out here in the 5th inning. Really good pitch there by Phillips. Bad pitch selection by me. And that's going to be it for Phillips. He's done. Going to go back to the bullpen. Must be because he threw a lot of pitches in the inning. I don't know. Calvin Fauché is going to come in. He's not much better. That .529 batting average against right-handed batters. And luckily for him, he's going to face a lefty in Dunbar. He's 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. See, 1 for 5 in these 2 games. This episode, 2-1 count and the pitch. There's a high fly ball into right field. Carpenter racing back, and that ball is off the wall, off the scoreboard. Throw comes back in. He's going to be in with a double. Man, that scoreboard's about 3 feet higher than the rest of the wall, and if the scoreboard's not there, that's another home run. But we'll take the double. See the replay. You're not going to see it from this angle, but that scoreboard is higher than the rest of the wall, and that kept it from being a home run. Now we're going to have men on second and third and 2 out for Langford. It's 1 for 2 on the night. 5 hits, including 3 homers in the series. 1-0 count. Pitch from Fauché. And it's going to be a 2-hopper smash to second. Edwards has it. Throw to first. And the Marlins get out of the inning. James Wood comes through again. Another RBI single. Expands this lead out to 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. And leading off for the Marlins, catcher Moises Ballesteros. 3 hits in the series. All of them coming in game 1, I believe. 0-1 count and the pitch. There's a pop-up foul ball left side. Okamoto over in the coach's box. And he's got that for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Marlins just haven't been able to solve our pitching. Andrew Vaughn's going to step in 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1-2 count on him. See if I can paint here in the bottom of the strike zone. And he swings and misses on a fastball that was down below his knees. Get the gift strikeout there, number 4 for Horton. There's 2 outs here in the 5th. That'll bring in Agustin Ramirez. 0 for 1 tonight. Does have power. Got to keep him in the park. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And check swing, strike 3. Sweeper clips the zone there. Another strikeout for Horton. As Marlins go down 1-2-3. We head to the 6th inning with a 4-2 lead. And new pitcher for the Marlins going to be Jansen Junk, starting pitcher, pitching out of the pen in the postseason. Not doing very well either. Look at those numbers. If we can get some more runs. Eli Willits will step in. So he's got 6 hits in the NLCS. Hitless tonight, though. 2-2 count on him. And the pitch from Junk is, strike 3. Just clipped the inside corner there. And Willis is confused. He's going to the Marlins dugout. Totally baffled. See the replay. Absolutely painted and just clipped the edge. Nice pitch by Junk, and that'll bring in Harry Ford, who got the scoring start tonight with that solo homer. So he's 5 for 17 in the series. 0-1 count on him. Here's a pitch from Junk. And it's a line drive. Base hit to center field, and Harry Ford gets on base again. His second hit of the day. Man, love that production. We did not get that production at the bottom of the order last year, and that'll bring in Caballero. See, he's 4 for 9 in the series, 1 for 2 tonight. Not a lot of power, but he'll get on base. 3-2 count. Long look. Here's the pitch. There's a high fly ball to left field. I said not a lot of power, and Caballero makes me look like a liar as he bangs it off the scoreboard in the bullpen. And a big 2-run shot by Jose Caballero makes this 6-2 as we're getting power from unlikely sources. I mean, Caballero can get on base. He's mostly defense and speed, but as soon as I said he doesn't have much power, he says, oh yeah? Here, I'll show you. Bam! And wow, that was a towering shot too. And the Marlins can't keep us on the park today, and that'll go up to the top of the order to Tom McVeigh. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Wow, okay. Oh, way to go, Jose. Make me look bad. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Junk to McVeigh. There's a high fly ball into right center field, racing over his Carpenter and Robles, and that ball is gone. It just snuck over the wall. Tom McVeigh, his 3rd home run of the postseason, 2nd home run in as many nights. Might even be 3. Might have 3 games in a row with a home run. I got to go back and look. I can't remember, but hey, take the power explosion from McVeigh. That ball just got over the wall. High towering shot. Don't mind that it's a wall scraper. And we go back-to-back with Caballero and McVeigh, and that is it for Junk. He's out of this game. Only faces 4 batters, gives up a single and 2 homers. They go back to the pen to Robbie Snelling. He's been the best guy out of their pen. He and Ryan Helsley have been the only ones doing good work for them. Should leave him in for the rest of the game since he's a starting pitcher. That'll bring in Byron Buxton now with nobody on and 1 out. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from Snelling. A swing and a miss, and he strikes out on the changeup for the 2nd out here in the inning. Now, just banging home runs right and left. Up to 7-2 lead now. James Wood on with nobody on for a change for them. And here's a line shot into left center field. That's going to get down. And that's going to go all the way to the wall. Wood not done. He's got his 3rd hit of the day. He's going to have a 2-out double to give us a man in scoring position. See if we can score another run in the inning. Wood is red hot in this game. There you go, James. See his replay. Outside pitch just goes with it. Gets it down between the outfielders all the way to the wall. And, man, our offense loves playing here. That'll bring in Okamoto. He's hitless on the night. First pitch to him. There's a high fly ball in left field towards the corner. Stowers over by the line, and he'll have it for the 3rd out. But the Nationals use home run power from Jose Caballero. 2-run shot. And Tom McVeigh, solo shot. Now they're up 7-2 here in Game 5. New pitcher for us is going to be Jose Alvarado. He's been excellent in the postseason. He was terrible in the regular season in the sim, but with me pitching, it's a different story. And the first man he's going to face is Kyle Stowers, who's hitless with 2 groundouts tonight. That breathing room is going to be very helpful the rest of the way. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Stowers. There's a fly ball down the left field line, racing over is Langford, and he's got it in foul territory. There we go. Get rid of a dangerous hitter with a foul out to start the inning, and that'll bring in Paredes. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He's got 3 hits in the series. He's behind 0-2. Here's a pitch from Alvarado, and a pop-up into the outfield grass. Caballero's going to settle and have that for the 2nd out. There we go. Keep those guys off base. Can't hit a 5-run homer. That'll bring in Carpenter. 1-2 pitch to him. There's a long fly ball right, and that one's gone. Man, our bullpen cannot stop giving up solo shots. At least we have a big enough lead it doesn't matter, but I need to go back and count how many solo home runs our bullpen has allowed in this series because it's ridiculous. I know it's just me missing location, but still, it's a joke. So Carpenter's 5th home run of the postseason inches them back to make it 7-3. So now a grand slam will tie the game. That's his 2nd home run in that exact same spot in as many days. That'll bring in Lopez now with nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch to him is a line drive base hit into right field. All right, no 2-out rallies here. Got to shut it down right now. I have 1 on and 2 out. It's going to bring in Victor Robles, who's 1 for 17. He's got 2 strikeouts and 2 at-bats tonight. Cannot let this guy beat us at all. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And ground ball to first, snagged by McVay. Steps on the bag. And that's the 3rd out. But we give up, like I said, another solo home run by the bullpen. Now this game is 7-3 as we head to the 7th inning. And we're going to skip to the top of the 8th. Nothing happened for either team in the 7th inning. So Caballero homered his last time up. 2 for 3 in the game. He's going to lead things off. Facing a new lefty, Cade Gibson. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. There's a fly ball into right field towards the line. Carpenter cruising over, and he's got it for the 1st out. That'll bring in McVay. Home run his last time is up to 295. Not long ago, he was hitting 190. There's a line drive to left field down the corner. It's going to drop and be in for an extra base hit. McVay on his way to 2nd. His 3rd hit of the day. 2nd extra base hit in a row. There we go, Tomboy. Man, we just can't stop hitting the ball all over this park. That'll bring in Buxton. First pitch to him, and there's a ground ball to short. Grab by Lopez, throw to first, and there's 2 downs. Keeps the runner at 2nd. That'll bring in, well, before we get James Wood, they're going back to the bullpen. They're going to be done with Cade Horton. See who they're going to bring in. Oh, Ryan Helsley. Okay, so they're going with the straight gas that we've had trouble with the entire series. Probably should have brought him in sooner, right? Now we have a man on 2nd and 2 out for Wood. 3 for 4 on the night. 2 out RBIs. Got another 2-out RBI chance here. 2-2 count and the pitch. And swing and a miss, and he strikes out on a 102 fastball off the plate. What are the 3rd outs? And Wood's like, okay, you got me. We still have a 7-3 lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher for us going to be Pete Fairbanks. See if he can keep this ball in the ballpark. He's done a great job this postseason. Done a great job all season after he lost his closing role to Garrett Whitlock. First man up is going to be Agustin Ramirez, hitless tonight. If we can keep it that way. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Ford's got it. Easy throw to first. There we go. And there's 1 down. Now they are down to 5 outs. Kyle Stowers will step in. He's got a home run in this series. 1-1 count on him. Here's the pitch. And there's a line drive over 3rd, and that's going to get down. Go all the way to the wall. Langford racing over. Gets it. Throw comes back in, and he is out at 2nd base. Wow. Must have had cement shoes on, man. No speed at all. That should have easily been a double, and Langford's like, no. Doing the Matumbo. Throws him out at 2nd base for the 2nd out, and that'll bring in Paredes now with nobody on and 2 out. Wow, nice play there. 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 on the inside corner, and we get out of the inning. So we give up a hit, but he gets gunned down at 2nd base. Paredes is yelling, and go sit down. We're up 7-3 as we go to the 9th. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. We didn't do anything in the top half. Went down 1-2-3, and Whitlock's going to come in and try and finish this series off. Got to get him right. Still shocked at that game against the Mets. Kerry Carpenter, 3 for 3 on the night. A home run and 2 singles. Luckily, he's going to lead off the inning with nobody on base. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. Strike 3 as he chased the sinker down out of the strike zone. That's a 1st out here in the 9th inning. That's a big out. Got to keep these runners off base. And that'll bring in Lopez. A home run and single tonight. And hit a grand slam with nobody on. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball, 2nd base. Caballero's got it. Easy throw to first, and there's 2 down. All right, guys, we're down to our last out. Just need 1 more out, and it's Robles. 0 for 3 on the game, 1 for 18 in the series. The best guy we could hope to have at the plate in this situation. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And it's a pop-up. First base side, McVay in foul territory over by the stands. And he's got it. And your Washington Nationals are National League champions for the second year in a row. We are going back to the World Series. Said we had unfinished business at the start of this playoff run. There we go, Whitlock. Got a World Series ring with the Red Sox against us last year. And the Marlins just couldn't do anything at home. Get swept at home. The NLCS championship is going to those guys in red. Washington Nationals. Now we got to get back to the series here and finish it off. Get that ring. Our power bats. We have a much deeper lineup this time. And it's going to be a different postseason. I just can't wait to see who we play. Look at this box score. 3 hits for McVay, 2 for Buxton, 3 for Wood, 2 for Ford, 2 for Caballero. Only 1 walk, but we had 3 doubles, 3 homers, 3 stolen bases. Horton, 2 runs in 5 innings. Alvarado gives up that 1 home run, and the rest of the guys shut him down. Absolutely dominant performance in this series by the Nationals. Flip on over to their side. 3 hits for Carpenter, 2 hits for Lopez. So 5 of their 6 hits out of those guys. White doesn't even get through 3 innings, and their bullpen got hammered, and we are going to the World Series, boys and girls. All right, we got the mission not completely accomplished, but we got back to the series. And on the other side, Boston up 3-2 on Cleveland. So it very well could be a rematch from last year. Take a look at that series. Cleveland won Game 1 7-5, lost 10-2. Bounced back to win 4-3, and then the Red Sox have won the last 2 games, including a 15-1 pounding in Game 5. And now they go back to Cleveland for Game 6, and Guardians are hoping for a Game 7. That Drew Rasmussen against Ranger Suarez, and if there's a Game 7, it's Tanner Bybee and Peyton Tolley. So let's just stay right here, sim this game, and see who we're going to play in the World Series. And the Guardians win 5-3. We're going to a Game 7. No home runs there. Suarez gives up 3 runs, 1 earned. Munoz, and they have Andres Munoz and Grant Taylor. This side, no home runs there either. Rasmussen, 2 runs in 6 innings. Gaddis gets the win. Cade Smith gets the save. So now it goes to a Game 7. Tanner Bybee against Peyton Tolley. See who we play in the World Series. And it's going to be the Boston Red Sox. Wow. 8-1 win. They hit 3 home runs. Roman Anthony has 6 in the postseason. My goodness. And look at that. They have Cody Bellinger playing first base now. Okay. And Tolley pitches 4 innings, and then the bullpen comes in. Keller gives up a run, but wasn't enough. 14 strikeouts. Tanner Bybee got lit. Ciccone and Heron got lit. And there it is. We're taking on the Red Sox. We have a rematch. So definitely unfinished business. Let's go take a look at their team right now. I'm going to see what their lineup and pitching looks like. And this is what they're rolling with against right-hand pitching at Jung-Hoo Lee at DH. Jazz, everybody's the same except they have Cody Bellinger. So they replaced Jarren Duran with Cody Bellinger. And against lefties, pretty much the same lineup. Except Seager's way down at 8. Wow. Okay. I'll gladly have him at the bottom of the order. Pitching rotation, Crochet, Suarez, Tolley, Bayo, and Early. Same rotation they had against us last year. And they added Grant Taylor to the bullpen. Still have Santana. Added Munoz, Estrada, Hader. So, yeah, they have a really deep bullpen. But, again, this is the rotation with all the lefties. We had trouble with the lefties last year, but we have some right-handed bats that are going to eat up these lefties this year, namely Langford and Okamoto is going to make a huge difference. Harry Ford's hitting better. And whether it's Pasquantino or Dunbar, both those guys can hit lefties. So we should have a little bit better time facing these guys this year. And they have nobody on the injured list. And we have 2 minor leaguers in CJ. He's still out 2 to 3 weeks, so he's not going to be around for the World Series. And let's take a look at the stats for the Red Sox. Roman Anthony, 16 hits in 10 games, scores 12 runs, 6 homers, 18 RBIs. This guy is on fire. Look at those ratings. Clutch is 97, so he's going to be a problem. Chisholm, 395. Seager, 325 with 2 and 12. Rafaela, 308. These guys haven't played down here at all. Starting pitching side, Suarez, 189 ERA, 2.25, 1.8. It's like Bayo and Crochet are the ones giving up runs. In their bullpen, Graceffo, 11 ERA, Keller, 9 ERA. Munoz, 6.75. Look at that. 11 innings, no runs for those two guys. And on our side, Okamoto, 18 hits in 10 games, hitting 429. James Wood, 333. Tom McVay, 311. Eli Willits, 324. Buxton, 286. 289 for 4. 346 by Langford. Caballero's up to 261. Tania, 333. We just have this spot right here with Pasquantino and Dunbar that's not doing much. They'll figure it out. Pitching side, Shane McClanahan, 0.95 ERA, no walks, 19 innings with 22 strikeouts. Cade Horton, 265, no walks, 17 innings with 20 strikeouts. Brady Singer, 225. Roki, only 1 walk with 12 Ks and 10 2/3 with me pitching as opposed to the computer. Brad Lord's pitching in relief. In the bullpen, Whitlock got his ERA now down to 9. Sterner's at 9, Romero's at 13.5. So we got some guys that just got to quit giving up home runs. At least Fairbanks is doing well. And the NLCS MVP goes to Tom McVay. See what he's done. That home run outburst. He did homer in 3 straight games against the Marlins. And man, love to see him hitting hot, especially with Okamoto and Wood and all those guys behind him. ALCS MVP goes to Roman Anthony, 421 with 6 and 18. Like I said, he's going to be a problem. Got to deal with him. And so game 1, Boston will have home field advantage in this World Series. They won 99 games. We won 95. So Boston opened this series at home. Shane McClanahan against Garrett Crochet. Great pitching matchup there. Game 2, Cade Horton against Ranger Suarez. Another great pitching matchup. Game 3, back in Washington, Brady Singer against Peyton Tolley. And Game 4 will be Roki Sasaki against Brian Bayo. Deal with that when it gets there. Game 5, probably back to McClanahan, see who's up on their side. But we will have games 1, 2, and 3 in the next episode. Make sure you guys come back for that. And hey, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell so you know when the World Series begins. And I'll see you soon. Come on, we got to finish this off. We got to get this World Championship. And one last thing, go Nats.